Allie with Potomac Beads. Join me in making this Aphrodite bracelet featuring our new halo for diamond bead. Remember to check out the links below me to shop with us online if you need any materials. Also remember to comment below with any changes, additions, or questions you may have. So to begin, I have a Potomac's crystal clasp, and this is a push clasp. And what I'm going to do at the end actually is take one of my RounDuos in the pastel petrol, and I'm going to glue it right in the middle so that way I have a nice ending that matches the design. I have 0.006 wildfire beading thread in the gray color and 2 size 12 needles, one on each side of about 5 feet of thread. I've gone ahead and gone through my push clasp through the first hole of it. And what I'm going to do is reinforce it as I come back down the project, adding in kind of the end of the design. To begin the Aphrodite bracelet, what I want to do is take both needles through one of my 8/0 seed bead. And the 8/0 seed bead I'm using is the black hematite color. And this is the Miyuki brand, a check coating. Let that drop down next to the clasp, and then we're going to begin to separate the strands and kind of work simultaneously side by side. On the right side, I want you to put 2 15s, and on the left side, 2 15s. Everything that we do on the right side, we are also going to do on the left side. Those 2 15s are the Miyuki gunmetal color, and they're going to sit right and nice next to one another. From here, I want to go ahead and add my first RounDuo bead. My RounDuos that I'm using are the pastel petrol, and if you're not familiar with RounDuos, they're 2-holed round beads that are Potomac exclusives, and they are a 5mm bead. One needle is going to go through the right hole and one needle through the left hole. We're going to let those drop down next to the clasp and make sure that it's sitting comfortably with the same amount of thread on both the right and the left needle. So you have the same amount coming out the right side, same amount coming out the left side. I'm going to separate the thread and the needles, so I do have one kind of towards the left and one to the right. On the right-hand side of the RounDuo, I'm going to pick up one 15/0 in the gunmetal color. Then I'm going to pick up one of my Delicas. The Delicas are the Miyuki brand 11/0 Delicas, and they are in the Duracoat galvanized silver. After that, one of my 8/0 seed beads, and then back to Delica and 15/0. Taking the needle on the right side, I'm going to go back to the start of that first hole that my thread is coming out, down to the bottom, and back through to decorate the side of the RounDuo bead. Give a nice tight pull, and that'll push it right off to the side there. From here, I'm going to add one more of my 15/0s and one more of my Delicas. Let that sit right there, and I'm going to grab, while I have my right needle, my first Halo Diamond and my first GemDuo. I'm going to sit the GemDuo so I make sure that that nice backlit color is sitting towards the top, going through that first hole of the bead and then also through that GemDuo and out to the other side. Once you have that on either side, we have it coming out both the left and the right, and you can see that nice kind of prism of the backlit petrol in the GemDuo. You're going to decorate the sides of the diamond as well. We'll go back then and add the bugle onto that. That's going to be 2 15s, followed by a Delica, followed by 1 8/0, and then the same pattern opposite. Delica, 2 15s. That's going to go from the top hole of the diamond to the bottom hole and back through the set and out the top. Once you're done that, you want to make sure to give a nice tight pull so you don't see any extra thread remaining. I did this on the right side. We're going to do it on the left as well. However, after the right side and the left side are done, we're going to go back to our RounDuo, going in with one of our Delicas, one of our 15s, and then back to the RounDuo. Again, one more time on the RounDuo, you're going to do 15 Delica, 8 Delica, 15, back through that same hole of the RounDuo. Once you have that pattern established and brought down next to the rest of your beads here, you're going to continue that the whole length of the project. So that's going to be our middle kind of starting ground the whole way to get that nice look of the opposite going with the diamond and then the round, diamond, and the round. Once you're done with approximately 8 to 9 of your halo diamonds, you're going to finish off with your RounDuo bead. Go ahead and put 2 15-0s on both the right and the left needle, followed by 1 8-0 seed bead. So that way it mirrors the start of the bracelet. You're going to take that end of the push clasp out, take both your needles and thread, join them together, and take them both through the end of that clasp. That gets it double enforced and has 2 strands going through. After pulling them both through, what you're going to do is take your thread and needle, both of them, and go back through the 8-0. One is going to go through those 2 15s as well as out to the side on the right hand side. And the other one then, the other needle, is going to come through and do the exact same on the right side. It's going to go through that 8-0 and then down through the opposite side and right out to the side. Once you're done that, give a nice tight pull to make sure that you have no extra thread showing. And you're going to go ahead then and get ready to add in the connectors along the edges. The final step to frame out these halo beads is very, very simple. You're going to pick up one 6mm bugle, and whether or not you want to use a slender bugle or a regular bugle, that's up to you. Color selection, you can also use 2 3mm bugles if you want. Add the bugle after coming out of the 8-0 seed bead. Go through the next 8-0 seed bead. As you can see on the right hand side then, you just do the same thing. Pick up a bugle, go over to the next 8-0s. Now you don't have to go through and add bugles the whole way down. You could add crystals, you can change it up. And really, again, comment below and let us know exactly what changes you made. In the original design, I did use the slender bugles and mirrored the color of the diamond. So I did the silver to mirror the color of the diamond halo. Going in then, you're gonna do a couple inches of both the right side, then the left side, then the right side, then the left. And make sure as you're sewing, you want to have your bugle thread go to the exterior of the 8-0 seed bead. Going along down the edge then, it just frames out nicely that beautiful Aphrodite kind of goddess looking design. As you finish up the design, adding in the last bugle, your threaded needle is going into that first 8-0, up through the Delica, through the 15s, and through the 8-0 seed bead. Once it's through the 8-0 seed bead, you're going to sew through the clasp. That's going to put a total of 3 strands of thread through the clasp, and then back down through the 8-0 seed bead. You're going to do this with both your right and your left needle. Then come down through those 2 15-0 seed beads again. And we're going to just knot off the thread ends together. To knot them off together, I'm going to go through the RounDuo bead, both on the left and the right side, and then just tie a simple knot after the bead. I will do the disclaimer that with the GemDuos, they do sit up a little higher than the diamond duos do. So as you're putting the diamond duos through, they look almost like they're raised versus the diamond duos versus the GemDuos. The diamond duos sit more recessed, the GemDuos are going to sit up a little bit. Sometimes it's a little tricky to get those GemDuos into those halo beads, but if you take a little bit of time, go through the halo first and then through the GemDuo and then through the halo, that's your resolve. You can see how different it looks based on the colors, and I really love the idea of kind of changing it up, even not using diamond duos in the middle. Again, one more time, just comment below and let us know exactly what you are making. You can also see if you do want to make a wide one here, it would go right nicely together, making one and the other mirror one another with the diamond duo being in opposite of the RounDuo bead. The last thing to do after burning down the thread ends is going to be to glue a crystal, an SS39 or 24 chaton, or glue in the RounDuo bead like I was intending. I'm just going to do that with some E6000 glue, making sure that the holes are kind of sitting lateral right against so I don't see it. So it makes a perfect little almost pearl looking end clasp for this bracelet. Once you put it on too, you can see how fun the bracelet is and the look and the design that you get along with it. As always, thank you so much for making along with me the Aphrodite bracelet. Remember, there are tons of changes that can be made, and you can look for supplies below in the drop down of the description of the video to shop with us online or to see what design ideas and changes you want to make. Remember, hit that little bell in the corner or press that little subscribe button to get regular updates from us here at Potomac Beads. As always, thank you so much for your support, for watching, and remember to enjoy these new halo beads in the diamond shape.